Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Look what I have in my makeup loving hands. It's finally here. I have the entire Chanel Denim Collection to review and try out for you. If you want to see swatches and different looks and hear all the fun details, then please stay tuned. And if you want to join our growing community of beauty lovers and friends and be kept up to date with all the latest in makeup and beauty, then please make sure that you hit the little subscribe button and the notification bell. We have so many more fun spring releases on the way, and I would not want you to miss out on a single one. So please hit that little subscribe button and let's get this party started. Bonjour, beauties. So as you can tell, I am totally getting into the denim spirit. I have my fancy little hat. I have my denim jacket. Now, as many of you know, I am not a denim lover as far as clothing. I do love it on my makeup, but I can assure you I'm wearing black leggings. I have not converted it to jeans yet, but I figured I would bring out the denim so that we can get into the spirit. And no, I'm not going to wear this hat the whole time, but I thought it would get us into the French, Parisian, Eau de Chanel spirit. So I'm so excited because I feel like we've been talking about this collection for so long, and I finally have it in my makeup loving hands. So let's get to it. We have so much to talk about, but first, let's moisturize our hands. It's very important. I'm going to remove said hat. Maybe it'll make an appearance later in the video, but okay. So we have removed the hat, but I got these adorable denim clips. Aren't they cute? Oh, I love them. Okay. So lately I have been recommending this lotion from Chanel, and I will continue to recommend it. This is the Chanel Chance Automne Moisturizing Lotion. I am obsessed with this, as you can tell. I'm putting a pretty significant dent in it. I will link it down below. This is a fantastic lotion, very hydrating, and smells amazing, but is not overpowering. If you're familiar with this fragrance, you will love it. And even if you're not, I think you will love it too. And it's not overpowering. It's very, very good. But we have a dedicated denim egg cream that I'm so excited to bring back on my channel. This is the egg hand cream that you can get as part of the collection. It comes with the hand cream and with this adorable denim case. I did do a giveaway of this hand cream previously on my channel, and it was so much fun. I know so many of you are interested in this. I will link all the links down below, the Chanel site and the Nordstrom site. And during the coming days, I will be monitoring where else it comes out. If it comes out at Macy's or any other retailers, I will be sure to post on my community page. So please make sure that you're subscribed and have the notification bell turned on if you don't already, so that you don't miss any of those updates. But I will put a link up for this below. I would recommend that if you are interested in the hand cream, I would not wait too long because it did sell out very quickly from the Chanel website. I think like the first day, I think within the first few hours of the first day. So I would not wait too long. So just hydrating a little bit more. And it's adorable little case. Look at that. Where else can you get a denim encrusted egg that moisturizes your hands? Can you ask for anything more? I don't think so. But if you're looking for a very nice keepsake from this collection, or maybe you want to buy something for someone special in your life from the collection, and maybe you don't know what to get them, you don't know what colors they would like, I feel like this is a universally good gift to get somebody who would not want to get this. Now, we have a ton of lipsticks to get to, but I'm going to save that for the end. I am going to put the Chanel gloss on, which I will link down below too. I picked this up during the Christmas season. I absolutely love it, and I get so many questions about what I'm wearing on my lips when I have this gloss on, so I will link it down below. So in case you're wondering what the name of this is Rouge Coco Gloss number 119. I think the name is Bourgeois. I will put it in the description box below, but I get a lot of compliments on this lip gloss. It's a really nice one. Okay. So I feel like the moment that we've all been waiting for, the eyeshadow quads. So in my hand, I have number 29 Coco Jean. This is the Les for Ombres. Ombres? If you speak French and you're watching this and you are just shaking your head at my mispronunciation of these names, I'm very, very sorry. I try. I really do. I do try. But like I always say, if I knew back in high school, way back when, that I was going to have a beauty channel when I grew up into the wonderful woman that I am today, I would have possibly taken French instead of Spanish. The Spanish really didn't stick with me either, so maybe the French would have been a waste of time. Maybe I should be taking French now, but I don't have time because I have the YouTube channel. But the younger version of myself would have taken French in high school if I knew what was coming down the road. And here we are. Okay. So again, if I'm mispronouncing any of these names, please forgive me. This is Coco G. Look how pretty she is. So stunning. Interesting combination of colors. I feel like this kind of peachy shade goes with a lot of the lip colors from the collection, which we will get to later. I have all four to swatch and try on for you. Let me show you the other eyeshadow palette. This is Denim Dream, number 19 Denim Dream. Really beautiful. Now, based on the swatches I've seen online, I feel like this will be much lighter, much less pigment. The Coco jean is currently sold out. I will be monitoring the websites to make sure if it comes back in stock, I will be posting. So make sure you follow me on my socials and on my community page here. Make sure you're subscribed because I will be posting updates when I see them. But let's swatch these, even though I don't want to disturb them. Look how pretty they are. I feel like this is a true denim shade right here. And this too looks like a true denim shade. Okay, so I'm going to try to roll up my sleeves a little bit so that we don't get the eyeshadow on my denim jacket. Is this what people who wear denim do? Roll up their sleeves? I wouldn't know because I don't wear denim except for today. But although I do love a good denim jacket, you know, in the fall and the pumpkin patch, things like that. But otherwise, you will not find me in denim. Okay, so my brilliant idea, I should say, is to swatch one palette on one hand and one on the other so that we compare and be like a little battle of the quads. Coco jean and Denim Dream, you know. Okay. All right, so let us swatch Coco jean first. I don't want to disturb it, but we must. Okay, so starting with the first shade, beautiful silver. So that overspray with the 2 cc's is coming off right away. Unfortunately, that's the case, but it is what it is. Okay, so that is the beautiful blue shade right there. That's one of the shades that I'm most excited about. Pretty. Now, just for reference, I do about 2 swatches per shade, just so you can see how the pigment will build up. And then the final gray shade right there. Get its focus. So, this is number 29 Coco jean. I think it has a decent amount of payoff. I was a little bit concerned that it wouldn't have too much, but I think it's a pretty good amount of payoff. So this is Coco jean. I'm very excited to play with this combination of this peachy shade right here with the blue. I feel like that will be a beautiful combination. And I love this silver kind of pewter shade. It's really pretty. This I'm thinking maybe is an eyeliner. I don't know, I'm getting ideas. The Courtney Luxe mind is working, don't you worry. Okay, so now we're going to swatch Denim Dream. It's too bad that the overspray goes away so quickly. It's always so sad. Oh, wow, this is light in pigment. Okay, so that is the pink shade. I should have started on my index finger, but we're going to work with it. So very light in pigment. Moving on to this kind of pearly white / more of a silver shade, actually. That has a decent amount of payoff right there. Then this baby blue shade. Just so you can compare it to the silver. So a little bit lighter than the blue in the Coco jean. Kind of similar to the silver shade when you swatch it. And finally the last shade. Okay, that has a nice payoff to it. Okay, and that is the dark blue shade right there. Okay, so this is number 19 Denim Dream. So the pink shade is very subtle. And then you have these 2 shimmery shades. The blue isn't really showing up as a blue. I feel like these are quite similar, but let's see when we get these on my makeup loving eyes how they show up. And then we have this very bold blue shade, a darker shade. So I feel this is more of a everyday type palette. Maybe this is a little bit more bold and playful, but let me show them up close. So here we have Denim Dream number 19, and then we have Coco jean number 29 right here. What do we think? Let me know in the comments down below. Trying to do a battle of the quads. Does that help you at all? In all seriousness, they're quite different. So if you were thinking of buying both, I don't think you'd be disappointed thinking that these were very similar palettes. They're not. The silver shade right here, this pewter shade, it is not really similar to the 2 shimmer shades right here. So they are quite different, but I'm excited to play with them both. And then we have the highlighter, we have mascara, we have eyeliner, and we have all the lipsticks. So we have a lot to get to. I'm going to stop yapping. Let's get these quads on my makeup loving face. Okay, so I'm going to prime my eyelids with this Lisa Eldridge Liquid Silk Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Beige. I recently reviewed these on my channel and I love them. And I finally got the Betty palette, which I feel like I was waiting forever to get. So just stay tuned for that review. That'll be coming soon. Okay, so this is Beige. And I've been using this as my eyeshadow primer lately and really love it. No creasing, just effortless. neutralizes the eye. It just gives a clean canvas to the eyeshadow. It's just really beautiful. If you have mature eyelids or you struggle sometimes with eyeshadow sticks or liquid eyeshadows, I do recommend this formula. This is a little bit less drying than the Makeup by Mario cream eyeshadows. I do really love this, and it's very hydrating. Let's start out with Denim Dream. They must have named that after me because obviously I am a dream in denim. Gotta make yourself laugh, right? Life is too short to be taken seriously. So I'm taking the pink shade. I'm going to try to use that as a base. And this is a Refer 15 brush. Oh, okay. It is showing up. I was afraid it wasn't going to show up at all, but it is showing up. Okay, just very subtle wash of pink. But it definitely is showing up. I was afraid it wasn't going to be noticeable at all. So that is this pink shade right here all over the lid. Actually, now that we're doing the eyeshadow demo, let me move you a little bit closer. Okay, that's better. So that is the pink shade all over the lid. Now I'm taking a Refer number 1 brush and dipping into the dark blue right here. This kind of reminds me of the Girl On Denim eyeshadow palette with the pink and the blue combination. Just tapping this off a little bit on my hand. Ooh, I like this. I feel like this is a good option if you thought that that Girl On palette was a little bit too bright and too out there for you, because you have this combination of pink and blue, but it's a little bit more subtle, a little bit more suitable for every day maybe. The one from Girl On is beautiful. It's a little bit more playful, a little bit more whimsical. This I feel like is much more everyday palette. Just throw on with your best pair of jeans. Build that up a little bit more. Okay, so that is the blue shade. I just want to do a little bit more detail work in the crease. Okay, just taking a clean brush and just kind of buffing that out a little bit. Okay, so this pink is not like a bubblegum pink or like a baby doll pink. I don't know if that's actually a shade or not, but it's not a bubblegum pink. It's a very subtle pink that I think makes the dark blue shade, the denim shade, for lack of a better term, it makes that the star of the show. I think the pink is more just there as a base or just, you know, a complement to the denim shade, but the denim is definitely the standout in the palette. Now taking, let's see, this baby blue shade right here, this one right here, and taking a BK Beauty N13 brush. I'm just going to try to put that. Actually, you know, I'm going to take my finger for this. I feel like this shade needs your finger. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So you definitely get a lot more pigment payoff with the finger. So that was just taking that baby blue shade right there and putting it into the inner corner. That's a beautiful combination. That's pretty. And now taking a Refer Shadow number 00 and taking this first shimmer shade right here. I want to use this as a highlight kind of under the brow. Oh yeah, that's pretty. So just to bring the look together, make it more cohesive. And I'm just taking this Refer 23 brush, detail brush. And I'm just going along the bottom lash line just to bring some of that pink down there. Now, since I'm doing other looks and taking this off, I'm not going to do mascara and eyeliner at this point. I have the waterproof eyeliner that we'll be testing out later. Just because once I try to take that off, I will be crying black tears, and no one wants to see that. Just to bring some warmth. And then just taking a little bit of the dark blue shade on this brush and just bringing a little bit of dimension to the bottom lash line. So I feel like this palette can be very easily converted from daytime to nighttime. You can keep it much more subtle, or you can do Kind of like a smoky eye, but denim-inspired smoky eye. Try to do a little bit on the top there. I wish the pink was a little bit more of a standout shade, but I do think that it complements the blue nicely. I just wish that it was a little bit more impactful. Okay, now taking a shadow number 2. I'm try to see if we lay some of the pink on top in the middle there. That's pretty. Just give it a little bit of a pinky halo effect. Again, the denim is just the true standout. The pink is, I feel like, just like a base shader. Just a little hint of a compliment to the denim. Just putting the pink in there. And just kind of putting it into the corner and a little bit in the center just to bring some of that pinky look. Okay, so just picture this with mascara and the eyeliner on my Makeup Loving Eye. Again, I'm not going to do it right now. I will do it with the final look that we do. But I think it's just a beautiful, kind of everyday, like I said, everyday type palette. The denim shade is definitely the star of the show. I love the shimmery shade right here as a highlighter and the baby blue in the corner. I did put some pink over here just to give it a little bit of a touch of pink to go with the denim. Like I said, the pink shade I think is a much more of a base shade. On my skin tone, at least it is. But I think it's beautiful. It's just subtle. I think it's a palette that you throw on with your favorite pair of jeans. When you think about denim, what is denim, right? Denim is for your everyday use. So a palette like this is something that's beautiful and subtle and very elegant, but also timeless because denim's timeless, right? So I think that this kind of goes with the whole theme of denim. It's not something in your face, loud. It's just something you could throw on. It's reliable. It's beautiful. It's classy. It's very Chanel denim. I'm going to stop babbling, and now we're going to go over to the other side and try to create a different look. Priming again with the Lisa Eldridge. Just making sure I'm putting on the right shade because that would help. Okay, so I want to take this baby blue shade. I'm taking a reference number 1. I just want to see how it looks over the lid. If you can wear that on its own or if you need that pink underneath to kind of give it some dimension. No, I think you can. Okay. Again, if you want more impact, take your finger and just slide that across. So if you get these palettes and you're struggling with the level of pigment, just try your finger. You'll be much happier with the payoff if you use your finger. Okay, so this is the baby blue shade all over the lid. Now I'm taking a reference shadow number 2, going in with the pink shade. I'm going to try to go on the out corner. Maybe actually I'd use my finger. It's just very subtle. It's pretty. You know, if you compare this to the Dior Spring collection that came out the day after Christmas, the one with the mint eyeshadow palette and the pink one, I think was like a lollipop color story, something like that. This is subtle, but it is not that subtle. The Dior, I could not get any pigment to stay on my Makeup Loving eyes, and I was not the happiest camper. If you've watched that review, it wasn't my favorite collection. I didn't return it or anything. I kept it, but it's not something I've ever gone back to. The lip oils, I did go back to. I love those from that collection, but the eyeshadow quads, I could not get them to do anything. This is subtle, but you can definitely get it to a level that I think you would be happy with. It's not that I'm against a subtle eyeshadow palette. I think it has its time and place. Do I prefer a more bold eyeshadow palette? Probably, but again, you do need a subtle palette sometimes. This, you can get it to work. If you build up the pigment, you can get it to that level. The Dior, at least I found that I could not get it to a level I was happy with. But you can definitely see the pink there coming up. I'm going to take this lightest shade right here. Why am I pointing it over there? Camera's over here. I'm going to take this one right here. And I'm going to try to do an inner corner highlight. Yeah, that's pretty. And again, go under the brow because I can't help myself. See, you can get pigment. The Dior, couldn't. Dior is releasing new eyeshadow palettes. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing a review on those. I think they were released in Europe, but we're waiting in the US for them to come on the website. Oh, I love that. Look how pretty that is as a highlight underneath. I love that. I'm really in love with this shade right here. This iridescent shade right here. Beautiful. I know I'm putting on too much, but I love it. Now I'm taking a reference number 3, going into the darkest shade, that denim shade. And lining that lower lash line. Okay. Poke myself in the eye just a little. If anyone's keeping account at home, that's the first time, I think. Actually, I almost came close before, but it wasn't an official eye poke. This was an official eye poke. If you're keeping count at home, number 1 for the video. Oh, number 2, just did it again. Okay, taking a refer number 23 and taking the baby blue shade just to do the right here. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. I love that right here. Oh, third one of the video. That must be a record. Like in 30 seconds, I did that. Yay for me. If you're new to my channel, my name's Courtney. Welcome. I love all things makeup and beauty. And you will come to know, if you decide to subscribe, which I hope you do, that I have a tendency to poke myself in the eye with eyeshadow brushes whilst applying makeup on the World Wide Web. So if you would like to see more of that, make sure that you subscribe. I feel that life is too short not to have fun, and we all have to laugh at ourselves a little bit. And you know what? If I poke myself in the eye with an eyeshadow brush on YouTube once in a while, then it is what it is. Okay. I like that. So, since I did put on denim for this video, let's see how the look goes with said denim. I love the combination of the pink with the denim. I think this shade right here is really a standout shade. And the baby blue, I love right here under the lash line. And I kind of love the combination of that denim shade with the baby blue. Let me know in the comments down below, which look do you like? Do you like the palette? Do you have questions? Let me know. I'll get a little bit closer. I think it's a beautiful palette. I think this is something that if you're looking for the whole denim vibe, but you want something that's reliable and beautiful for everyday use, something that is subtle and elegant, but will still go perfectly with your favorite pair of jeans, this palette is perfect for that. I was afraid that I would not be able to get the pigment up to a level that I would be happy with, but I think we did. I am very excited to try the other palette because I'm really excited to try that deep blue shade and the peach combination. I can't wait to get my makeup loving hands on that, and we'll do that in a minute. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of Denim Dream? So let's try this baby out. Now, I think I'm going to do one cohesive look because we have a lot of lips to try. We have highlighter, we have mascara, we have eyeliner. So I would like to look somewhat cohesive for the grand finale, as I like to think of it. Because I have been thinking of this Chanel Denim Collection kind of as my Super Bowl, you know, kind of like the NFL. I've kind of had the football music playing in my mind. If you're American, you know what I'm talking about. When the football game is starting and the players are running out, and, you know, the music's going. That's kind of what I feel like the Chanel collection has been for me. I've been psyching up for it and ready to go. So let's do the finale. Let's do the touchdown, the 2-minute warning. I'm going to keep thinking of football analogies to keep throwing in here. Get throwing football. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put this shade all over the lid, and I did prime with the Lisa Eldridge Beige eyeshadow. Oh, that's pretty. Very nice shimmery shade. And this is a shadow number 3. I'm going to try a Refer 14 brush. Okay, so this is kind of similar to the color of my eyelid with a little bit of shimmer. Again, I think the focus of these eyeshadow palettes are the blue shades. Since this is a denim collection, I think the other shades are just meant to complement the denim blue. But like I said earlier, with the other palette, with the other quad, you can build these up. This color is building up as I'm applying more, but you can also keep it very subtle if you want. So I'm actually just taking my finger in that shimmery, peachy shade, and you do get much more of an impact. That's pretty. With your finger. Okay, so I'm going to use that as the base. Now I'm taking a Rephr 15 brush and going into the blue shimmer shade. I may have to go in with my finger, but it is a bolder shade, so I want to go a little bit lightly at first and then see what we do. Okay, and I switched to the Rephr 14 again, just because it's a little bit more precise. Oh, that's pretty. See, when I think denim, I think this shade. The other shade in the other palette is more like a dark denim, like a professional denim. You're going to your business meeting. I don't know why you're wearing denim in a business meeting, but let's go with it. You're in your professional business meeting, and you want to impress that dashing man at the office. And you're in the conference room, and he looks over you and says, "My gosh, woman, where did you get that denim-inspired makeup?" That's the palette you want to wear for that kind of occasion. This palette is more fun, more whimsical. Ooh, how pretty. Oh, I love this shade. It's pretty. Now, could you be more subtle with this? Absolutely. I'm just having fun with this, going back in with my finger, going in over the peach shade a little bit more. See how that complements the blue? Get a little bit closer. Love that. Taking the silver shade right here, Nikki LaRose BK Beauty N22 brush. Just putting that into the inner corner. Highlight effect. Ooh, like that. And we're going to try this under the brow very lightly because it is a little bit of a deeper shade than the other palette. Just look how that complements the denim. It's very pretty. And that's a really pretty inner corner highlight. And I love the way it makes it very uniform. Now I'm taking a BK Beauty Nikki LaRose N23 brush, going into this shade right here. Now, because we have the eyeliner to try out, let's see what we're going to do here. I'm just going to put a little bit here on the bottom, just to give a little bit more dimension. I'm not going to do too much with this shade. If I didn't have the eyeliner to test out, I would use that as eyeliner under here and over here. But I want to save that real estate for the eyeliner. The other side, I'm just going in with the blue shade because I want to see how this operates on its own. It's pretty. I feel like this is a very good one and done shade if you're looking to wear blue. I feel like you lose some of the special effect of this blue when doing it this way. I kind of like it as a one and done shade. You know what? Since I showed you this look already, I'm kind of liking this side. I'm going to take this off and make it uniform with this because this is a really beautiful blue shade and I feel like you're losing the effect of it on this side. But here you can see that you can use all the colors in a special way. I love this under the brow right here and as an inner corner highlight. I love the combination of the orange, or the peachy shade I should say, with the blue. And I feel like this is a great eyeliner as well. But I kind of want to go with this because this is denim, right? So we should be celebrating that blue shade. Okay, I'm going to take this off and we're going to make it match this shade. And then we're going to try all the other goodies that we have in this collection. So I have applied that blue shade, this one right here, all over both of my makeup loving eyes because I think it is a standout shade. I think that both of these palettes really are featuring the denim shades as the star of the show. Here, I think these two shades, particularly this shade, and right here, this shade, I think these are the stars of the show, and everything else is just meant to complement the denim. Because I think if these were very bold, then you'd have competing shades, and I think that this whole collection truly was about denim And of course, Chanel knows how to curate a collection of colors very well to make one of those colors stand out. And I think they did a beautiful job in making this shade stand out and these two, but really this one here, stand out. They are beautiful shades, and I think that these are well complemented by the other colors in the palettes, or in the quads, I should say. Now I'm going to take this shade right here and just pop it into the inner corner a little bit for a little bit of pizzazz. You know, these quads from Chanel, they're not going to be a Danessa Myricks formula, Danessa Myricks level of pigment or variety of shades, but, you know, it's not meant to be. I just think that Chanel did a beautiful job in making sure that the denim motif was followed all throughout these products, and I absolutely love this blue shade. And I do think that these are quite different from, like I mentioned earlier, the Dior Spring collection from 2026. Those eyeshadow palettes you really couldn't do anything with, at least in my case, I couldn't. I could not get the level of pigment up to something that I was happy with, and I know some people love that kind of look, and there's nothing wrong with that. I prefer something that you can at least get up to a certain level of pigment that is noticeable, you know, on my eyelids. And these shades, while they're subtle and they're sophisticated and they're beautiful, they do pack a punch, and you're able to get the denim shades to really stand out and just make their presence known on your makeup-loving face. So I really love these palettes. If I had to pick a favorite, I would go with this, just because I think that this blue shade right here is just such a standout. And I think that the peach is a beautiful complement to it, or a good base shade. And then these shades as well. I love this shade right here. I think it's a beautiful shimmer shade. And this one right here, if you didn't have the eyeliner to pair with it, would be a beautiful eyeliner to complement that blue. So let me know in the comments down below which quad you prefer, or if you have a question about which one might be better for your makeup loving face, please put it down in the comments below. Now, you may see two highlighters in my hands. You may wonder, Courtney B. Luxe, you can call me Courtney, by the way, you don't have to be formal. Courtney's fine. But you may be saying, Courtney B. Luxe, why do you have two of the same highlighters in your makeup loving hands? It's simple, because I wanted to have the entire collection to show you fresh. And this highlighter I already used in a review. I was able to get this when Nordstrom had it briefly earlier this month. I think it was this month. Actually, no, maybe it was January. If it was a few weeks ago. But I already did a review on this and the mascara and the eyeliner. You could always go and watch that, but I am going to review everything again right here. But I'm not going to disrupt this beautiful Chanel denim. I think I'm going to keep this as a keepsake. And I'm going to use this one. But I do want to show you the gorgeous highlighter that came with this collection. This is the Coco Denim Illuminating Powder. So I'm going to keep this in its beautiful, pristine state for now. That's going to be tucked away for the night. And we're going to put this one to use. You can still see the Chanel emblem, but it's sadly fading away, much like my youth. I'm kidding, kidding, kidding. How about my patience? Let's say that. This is slowly fading away, just like my patience. Is that better? Is that more positive? Okay, so let's have some fun with this. I just realized something that's probably going to get me thrown out of the YouTube Academy. I forgot to put on mascara and eyeliner. I am so sorry. Let's do that before we do the highlighter. Actually, you know what? Let's do the highlighter first, and then we'll go on to the eyeliner and mascara. I think I'm going to get thrown out of the YouTube Academy. I keep saying this all the time. I keep going out of order and, I don't know, poking myself in the eye with an eyeshadow brush. Well, that's purely for entertainment purposes, I would like to think, but it's not. It's because I poke myself in the eye with an eyeshadow brush. Okay, so I don't get kicked out of the YouTube Academy, I'm going to do the typical influencer swatch. Ooh. Okay, so just doing 2 layers of that. So that is the highlighter. So while it looks blue in the pan, it's really more of a silver, kind of like a gray undertone. If you're worried about this at all, I wouldn't be. It's a beautiful highlighter. It's nothing too crazy. Okay, so taking a Patrick Ta highlighter brush, it looks blue on there, but let's see. It just has an ever so slightly blue, iridescent more shift. It's not really blue, it's more of an iridescence. Just taking this and going under the brow, just to make it cohesive. So I will come up close. So as you can see, it is not a blinding blue highlighter. Just putting a little bit more here. So just a beautiful iridescent shift. I know some people were a little bit hesitant about the highlighter, or not hesitant, I shouldn't say hesitant, but wondering if it would be too bold, and I don't think it is. Just a very beautiful glow from within look. There's no glitter particles coming out, just really beautiful. Put a little bit on the nose there, this side of the brush. Okay, so this is just a beautiful lit from within glow. Not that you're already not glowing, you are, but if you just need that little bit of extra oomph, this is a beautiful highlighter that pairs beautifully with the eyeshadow quad, and it's not too bold, it's not blue. Your face will not be blue, I promise. It's just really beautiful. So that's the highlighter right there, and this is a popular item as well. So just keep that in mind, and let's go back to the mascara and the eyeliner. Okay, so this is the eyeliner. This sold out pretty quickly from the Chanel website. This is the waterproof, long-lasting eyeliner, Bleu Twill. So I'm going to do the influencer type swatch. Little squiggly line. Okay. So that is Bleu Twill right there. And we also have this beautiful mascara in the indigo shade. I love this. This is so cool. Look at that. This might be one of my favorite parts of the collection. I'm going to try to swatch it on my hand. So this is indigo. This is the mascara. This is Bleu Twill. And this is the highlighter. So none of these shades are really competing with one another, which is nice. The eyeliner is a little bit more of a subtle blue, while the mascara is a really fun blue shade. I'm so excited to pair this with the eyeshadow on my makeup loving face. Now you may be wondering why I keep saying my makeup loving face, makeup loving eyes. If you're new here, when I started doing YouTube videos, I kind of just started saying a phrase that just came out of nowhere. It was just very organic. And I would say, look what I got in my makeup loving hands. I say that a lot in my videos. So that is why I say makeup loving face, makeup loving hands, makeup loving eyes. A lot of you actually say it back to me, which I find hysterical that you kind of associate me with that phrase now. I love it. So let me know in the comments down below, what makeup have you been loving in your makeup loving hands lately? I would love to know. When any of you say something like that to me, that you got something in your makeup loving hands, I laugh out loud. It's actually very funny and I appreciate it. Okay, so let's put on the eyeliner if I can find it. Okay, I have the mascara. Oh, I found it. Okay, I thought it was lost, even though I just put it down 2 seconds ago. All right, so if you've never tried these eyeliners from Chanel, they are really good. I do prefer them on the lower lash line and in the waterline. On the top, they're good on the top. They're not the best. They're a little bit drier on the top, but you can make it work. Like I'm going to do a little bit of a smudgy look on top. It's a little bit of a drier formula, so it's really best for the waterline and under eyelashes, but it's a really beautiful eyeliner for me if you've never tried it. All right, so that is the eyeliner. I think it's a beautiful shade. It's really nice. And like I said, it doesn't compete with the bold blue of the eyeshadow quad and the mascara. It kind of just complements. It's more of your dark denim, the professional denim that we were talking about earlier. That's this eyeliner right here. Lucky me, I found the cap. I'm always losing these caps. Okay. And now we're going to try the mascara. I love that, don't you? It's like fun. Ooh. Okay. Should I just try to do the cool influencer thing? And I joke this because I'm not an influencer, I can assure you. That's why I can joke around about it. Okay. So a lot of colored mascaras don't show up on my eyelashes because my eyelashes are quite thick and quite dark. But this mascara does show up and I love it. Look how fun that is. So, really beautiful. Now, I should have done this earlier. I'll just get up close and personal so you can see the eyeliner up close before I put the mascara on the other side. But really beautiful. And now going in for more mascara. I love how this shows up on the eyes, but it's not too much. When I originally reviewed the first few items I was able to get earlier on a few weeks ago, I think the mascara is probably my favorite just because it was unique. It really does pop up on your eyelashes. Okay. So this is the Indigo Mascara. What do we think? I love it. I think this is one of the standouts from the collection. If you are hesitant about blue mascara, I would go for it, especially if you're pairing it with one of the eyeshadow quads. I think it's a perfect complement to it. It's bold, but it's not too bold. See how you can see the blue? But when you're far away, you're still good. But if you get up close and personal, it's party time. Okay, so now we have tried the hand cream, the quads, the eyeliner, the mascara, and the highlighter. So now that means it's time for lips. So let me take the Chanel lip gloss off my makeup loving lips, and we're going to try all 4 of the lipsticks that came out. I am so excited to try, especially the baby blue shade. I'm so pumped. All right, so let me take this off, and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's move on to our denim lipstick party. Now, let's start with the baby blue shade, and I will have all the links down below. I will also put a QR code up on the screen so you can check out all of the links to everything. Now, this is baby blue. Look at that. Now, this formula transforms from a lipstick to kind of like a lip oil. Ooh. So that is baby blue right there. Beautiful iridescent. These are so smooth, so creamy. Let's go with 286 washed beige. So that is washed beige right there. Okay, so washed beige. Then we have number 288 faded orange. Ooh, she's bold. Okay, so that is faded orange. And what I love about these is that they have the translucent top, so you can see, for the most part, which shade you're picking. And then we have 290 raw brown. Ooh, true brown. Okay, so that is raw brown. So, baby blue, washed beige, faded orange, and raw brown. Okay, so these are the 4 lipsticks from the Chanel Denim Collection. What do we think? Let me know in the comments down below which shade is piquing your interest. Okay, so let's start with this baby blue shade. It's pretty. Ooh. The shimmer is actually showing up. I love when a lip product has shimmer and the shimmer actually shows up. I mean, not all the time, but this is pretty. Let's look up close. Okay, so I think this baby blue shade is the perfect complement to the eyeshadow quad and the highlighter. And like I said, I think this would pair beautifully over a matte lipstick. Perfection. So again, this is baby blue. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? Now let's move on to washed beige. We're going to be beige. We're going to be washed. We're going to be smooth. Ooh. So I'm always looking for a good nude lip. This is the perfect nude lip. It's so hydrating too. Ooh, I'm be wearing this a lot. Okay, so this is washed beige up close. This is a beautiful shade, perfect to pair with any denim look, clothing, or makeup, or both. I love that. We're off to a very, very good start. I mean, we're halfway through the lipsticks, but a very good start nonetheless. So let me know, what do you think in the comments down below about washed beige? Now let's move on to faded orange. Okay, so true orange shade. But it is faded, it's not too bold. It pairs nicely with the blue from the eyeshadow quad. I love that they didn't release like a bold red with this collection, because that would have been, competing with the blue. I don't think it would have went well. But what do you think of faded orange? Let me come up close. Let's see. Again, this is faded orange. Let me know, what do you think? And from far away, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of the shade? Now let's move on to the final shade, which is so sad. Number 290 raw brown. That's pretty. So a little bit deeper than the washed beige shade. I feel like this is washed beige shade's older, cooler sister with the leather jacket. Goes out with the guy with the motorcycle. Similar, but a little bit more daring. So this is the final shade, Raw Brown number 290. So which shade is your favorite? I think the baby blue shade is a special shade, and also the washed beige was probably my favorite, but I like the raw brown. I like all of them. I don't dislike any of them. The faded orange I was a little bit nervous about, but it worked out really well. But I want to know from you which lip shade is your favorite, and let me know if you're considering picking up any of them. If I had to make a recommendation, it would be wash beige, but I'm always looking for that perfect nude lip, and I feel like that lip is the perfect nude lip. And then baby blue, I think, is a special shade. If you're interested in picking it up and you see it in stock, I would not wait because that one sold out very quickly. But let me know in the comments down below which shade is your favorite and which one are you eyeing right now. All right, so I'm going to take off my hair clips, and then we will finish our finale of the Chanel Denim Collection, i.e. my final thoughts. Okay, so we are sadly done with the Denim Collection. We tried on everything together except for the nail polish. I get UV gel on my nails, so unfortunately, I could not buy the nail polish to use on my makeup loving nails, but it is a beautiful nail polish. In case you're interested, I will have it linked down below and with a QR code so you can shop that nail polish. I wish I could buy it, but it would just be a waste because I don't use it on my nails. I think that this collection lives up to the hype. It is a stunning collection, and I think if you take the collection as a whole, you look at the mascara, the eyeliner, the eyeshadow quads, the lipsticks, the highlighters, you put everything together, I think it created a beautiful, cohesive look. I loved all of the lipsticks. Like I said, my favorites were the baby blue and the wash beige. The eyeshadow quads are stunning. My favorite out of the two was the Coco jean, the denim dream, much like myself because I am a dream in denim. That was beautiful, but a little bit more subtle, a little more for everyday use. This, I feel like, is the more special quad out of the two, the Coco jean. So if I had to recommend one out of the two, I would recommend that one. But if you're buying one, you might as well buy both, right? That's girl math. That's my math, at least. That's the Courtney B. Luxe formula. Why only have one when you can have two? And yes, I am a shopping enabler for myself and my friends, and we're friends here. I'm never not going to encourage you to buy both shades if you love a particular formula or something like that, or if we're in Home Goods together and you're looking at, oh, I don't know, a Highland cow for Easter that maybe someone already bought. More than one for my desk and one for back here and one for St. Patrick's Day. Actually, two for St. Patrick's Day. But anyway, my philosophy is, why only buy one when you can have two? So also, just to go over the mascara, I think that is one of the standouts of the collection. If you're on the fence about the quads and, you want something for your eyes that's really special, I think the mascara is really nice and the eyeliner is beautiful, but the mascara to me really does stand out because I think you can see it on your eyelashes. That's not always a given for me. So I was really happy with that. And the highlighter, I think, is exceptionally gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's stunning. It's subtle. It gives you that lit from within glow. It's not anything crazy. Don't worry. You're not going to have blue on your face. But it's really pretty and just very classy. And I'm very happy with the whole collection. The hand cream is simply adorable. Like, you need this in your life. Trust me. And just the packaging. I forgot to show you, this is the pouch that the eyeshadows and the highlighter comes in. And as always, Chanel really knows how to make sure that every detail is perfection. So love these, definitely going to be using these. And I'm just very thrilled with the denim collection. I'm so excited that, in my humble opinion, it lives up to the hype. I want to know from you, though, what do you think? What are you interested in picking up? Is there something that you were not considering earlier, but now that you've watched this review, you're kind of thinking about it? Let me know. Also, let me know if you need help with picking out between the quads or anything like that. Anything with shades or, my opinion on anything, let me know. I would love to help you narrow down your choices. And I know everyone has really busy lives, so the fact that you decide to spend any part of your day with me means the world to me. Seriously, I love you, and I cannot thank you enough for giving me your time. Let me know if you have any questions. If you haven't already subscribed and you want to be kept up to date with all the latest in makeup and beauty and join our growing community of beauty lovers and friends, we would seriously love to have you. We have so much fun on this channel, talking about makeup and life and so many things, and we just keep it very fun here. So I would love it for you to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you do not miss out on any of the makeup adventures and, life adventures that we have on this channel together. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.